My dad and I have been making heating and air conditioning videos for a couple of years, but we've never really told the story behind our company. I thought it would be fun for him to explain his journey to becoming a heating and air conditioning technician, business owner, and now passing that ownership on to my brother. I appreciate you watching, and I hope you enjoy the story of 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning in Olathe, Kansas.
Jonathan Blatchley, the owner of 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning.
Who was the first owner?
My father, Raymond Blatchley.
I am Raymond Blatchley,
And
spelled Ramon.
when did you become a heating and air conditioning technician?
I went to school in Topeka, went to the Kaw Area Vocational Technical School at night, took night classes, so I was officially a technician the fall winter of 1979. When I got out of high school, I went to work for a regional retailer, and I worked for them for about 5 years in store management. I've often said that I got my business degree. I got a 5-year business degree with no degree, but I got lots of experience, running a retail store. Became tired of that. I kind of wanted to settle down. That job meant moving around quite a bit. You move from one store. Any promotion was a move. Decided to change careers, and I always wanted to get into the trades. I actually wanted to be an electrician. So we moved back to Topeka. That's where my wife and I were from. I scoped out one, employment that would provide education, which I did, and two, local trade schools, and so I enrolled in the Kaw Area Vocational Technical School. I did that at night as I worked for the electric utility at the time. I was an apprentice lineman, so I was also getting electrical training, that sort of thing at work as well. It was just one of those things. I took those night classes, and that was the highlight of my day. You ever kind of get into something that you just thoroughly enjoyed, and it just was easy to me? I just loved it. Learning about refrigeration and how we make things cold and how we move heat and those sorts of things, and I just absolutely loved it. That was the highlight of my day, was going to class at night. From there I graduated, went looking for a job. I ended up in Paola, Kansas, working for a company in Paola. This is back when you would be an apprentice service technician. It was a great company to work for. It was a small company. The owner of the business was retirement age, and so I was kind of his compadre, and I had someone to lean on and help me. Ended up moving to the Kansas City area, and went to work for another service company. So that was my second job as a technician, and there I got into commercial service work. I was working on these great big giant rooftop units, that you see at the schools and things like that. All along, given my history in retailing and running a small business like that, I always had the dream of someday striking out on my own and being self-employed. And my wife and I did that in 1987, the spring of 1987. We did that in Olathe, and we opened up a shop called Blatchley Heating and Cooling. Had one service truck, put a really fancy paint job on it, and had a new logo designed, and went into business for ourselves without a single customer.
Well, he and Mom started it together. It was probably young elementary school age when they began working together as a team, and so I just have recollection of being told to be quiet at home when the phone rang. We had a special phone that not many homes probably had in 1986, where there was several lines to the phone. Line 2 certainly sounded different, and we were told to be quiet if line 2 rang, because that was business. I remember large schedules and planners on the counter that would show all of the day's calls that Mom had booked for Dad to run. I remember Dad showing up to ball games in the summer with a uniform covered in dirt and dust.
So I literally started going door to door. I spent the summer going door to door to businesses, selling my services and introducing myself as to our services. Shortly after that, we actually purchased another small heating and air conditioning company here in Olathe called Olathe Heating and Cooling. We just worked day and night, 7 days a week, nights and weekends, those kinds of things. Gosh, in those early years, there wasn't anything I would say no to. We're blessed and kept ourselves busy, and just slowly grew over time. We became a 1 Hour franchise in 2004. We were franchise number 49 in the country.
Like, what's the key to success?
Certainly having a faith and kept our family strong through all of those growing years. It was tough. You know, you grew up with a service phone ringing in your kitchen, you know, and so life is interrupted at a moment's notice. Fortunately, remember, I had that 5-year business degree before I became a service technician, so that helped a lot. I did know how I wanted to market myself and who I wanted my customers to be, and I thought I knew what I needed to charge, you know, but it's a work in progress. You learn a ton. You learn something every day, you know, so you don't have all the answers in the beginning, but you hang in there. You're conservative with how you're operating the business, and I was. So we were never really in financial trouble. We did it debt-free.
How do you feel about the business being a second generation now?
Immense pride. It's really great that I've got 2 kids that have an interest in our business, and very different interests, different skills, but both are extremely talented and can see the vision of what Janet and I started years ago. Having great key personnel, we've got some very key people that have been with us for many, many years, and we've been blessed by that. They're extremely loyal, and we're very loyal to them as well. But no, just great pride. It's a great business. It's a great business to be in.
How do you feel about Johnson County?
Johnson County has been very good to us. It's a growth area. It has always been a growth area for all the years. It's a good match for us, for the kind of services we provide. People really appreciate it. So no, it's just Johnson County is a great place to be.